Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's Stretch D Best, y'all know the rest. We back with another manga review for One Piece chapter 1145. Jesus.
Cover story?
Huh?
Cover story?
Did I even look at the cover? Oh yeah, Ulti holding page one.
Yo, so what if, right? What if Yamato? What if when she leaves Wano, it's like on her old crew type shit and like they're her commanders? Ulti at page one.
Page one, he gotta go. I ain't gonna hold you. Ulti, I would like that. Cause I ain't gonna. Page one has done nothing significant. Ulti at least clashed with Luffy.
Well, if page one's not dead, he's going. Ulti's going where page one goes. So if they both go, if one of them goes, the other's going.
I get that, but page one has done nothing. Like, bro.
Wait, who's? I forgot who's.
Sanji. You got beat up by Sanji without the suit.
Okay, Sanji's tough though.
Use the suit.
Sanji's still tough though. Queen lost without the suit, technically.
Well, yeah, you're right. But still, you lost to Sanji.
Alright, you stop disrespecting Sanji. I don't like this. Like, I ain't the biggest Sanji particular myself. Sanji by no means weak. You talking like Sanji? You're disrespecting. You're talking like Sanji's a fucking bum. You're talking like he's fucking like pre-time skip Usopp or something. That's how you talking right now. You lost to Sanji. He's weak as fuck. That's how you sound. That's how you sound.
You lost to Sanji without the upgrades. Without no modifications. Just plain old regular Sanji. That's what I'm saying.
Sanji like that.
You lost to the third strongest.
He like that though. You know what I'm saying? He's close to Zoro in strength. You feel me?
Okay, then.
The right and left wing, they need to be the same weight. Sanji's very close to Zoro.
Right, I'm just saying though, let's be honest. Zoro is stronger than Sanji. Let's be honest here. It's a fact. Let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Equal.
Please don't do this, nigga.
Equal.
They're not equal.
Equal.
They're not even close to equal.
Equal.
They're not equal. I promise you that right now.
Equal.
It's gonna be a close fight, but I promise you, Zoro will cut Sanji down.
Equal.
Alright. Just be lucky Zoro wasn't in Whole Cake. Just be lucky Zoro wasn't in Whole Cake.
Zoro wouldn't have done nothing.
You sound stupid.
No, don't cap his orders. Luffy would have told him not to do nothing.
Sanji lucky it was Nami. Sanji lucky it was Nami.
He capped his orders.
Not Zoro.
Capped his orders.
Because if Zoro was there,
he's still not fighting.
your boy would have got cut.
Zoro's still not. Zoro's not gonna fight him. I promise you, Zoro's not gonna fight him.
Ashura. That's all it would have took. Ashura.
Okay. We're lying straight to our teeth right now. It's alright though. You're lying straight to your teeth right now.
I'm just saying though. But I'm saying, my point is, you lost to Sanji. At least Ulti clashed with.
Stop saying it like that, bro, because you're making it sound like Sanji weak. Sanji by no means is weak. That's what's getting at me right now. Like, Sanji's strong as fuck.
I never said he was weak.
You talking like he is. You talking like you lost to Sanji.
Bro, you lost to Sanjuro. How about that? You lost to Sanjuro.
Still, bro, Sanji by then was still strong as a bitch, bro. Like, he was still strong as a bitch, bro.
Well, I'm saying, page one is supposed to be a Toby Ropo.
Hey, not all the Toby Ropos could be like that, bro. They're not like the first, second, third commanders. Think about it. You're having a second commander go against like a fifth commander, bro. I'd expect Sanji to whoop his ass.
But you gotta remember too, Kaido said, because they had to at least been able to compete with the commanders on Kaido's crew. Because Kaido said, if one of y'all was to kill King or Queen, y'all take their spot.
Or Jack.
Huh?
Or Jack.
We're not counting Jack. We're not gonna count Jack.
If they kill Jack, they could took his spot. So
But I'm just saying, Kaido must have thought at least some of them were able to compete. Page 1 is not competing.
And even if we're doing that with Sanji, bro, Queen wasn't fucking with Sanji like that, bro. Once Sanji got out of his own fucking head, he whooped his ass. I'm talking pure belt.
I'm not disregarding Sanji. Though.
You are. You literally are. Oh, you lost to Sanji. You're pretty much saying you lost to Sanji of all people. You could have lost to this character. You could have lost to this character. Nah, you lost to Sanji. You're a bum for that. That's how you sound. That's literally how you sound.
Bro, you lost to a Sanji with no modifications, no upgrades.
And he was still like that.
He didn't even use hockey.
Sanji was still like that, you know.
I'm just saying, you lost to a Sanji with no hockey and no modification.
Either way, my point is stop talking like Sanji weak though. Stop talking like Sanji weak, bro.
I'm not saying, yo, you take it.
You could talk about.
I literally just said Sanji didn't even use hockey.
You could talk about how he struggled against like Usopp and fucking Nami or something. You could talk about that. You could talk about that.
Oh my god! All I did was say he lost to a Sanji with no hockey.
Bro, before that you was talking like Sanji above, and then you went back to talking like he above. You went back to talking like
Sanji above. I say he not stronger than Zoro, but he not a bum.
But I'm saying you're saying he lost to Sanji? Like that's pretty much what you're doing.
Bro, okay, you want me to talk about how he lost? I wasn't even gonna do it. Yes, he struggled against Usopp and Nami, two of the weak trio. How you struggle against two of the weak trio?
Nami got Zeus though. She got Emperor's weapon. Respect Nami, my goat, or one of them.
Usopp was the one that shot at him.
I don't know. I just want to hype up Nami.
Usopp was the one that stopped him. You got stopped. Hold on. You got stopped by Usopp. Let's think about that. You got stopped by Usopp. And you were Toby Roko?
Maybe
the nigga Frankie fought was stronger than that.
Maybe Usopp just like that, bro. Maybe you sleeping. Maybe he's like the third strongest Straw Hat or something, or the second strongest Straw Hat behind Luffy, bro.
Page 1 being an Usopp victim is the worst thing about it, like.
But yeah, I think it'd be gas if they joined. Like if Yamato had them join her crew or some shit, that shit would be fire.
Yeah, but Page 1 gotta be like a fodder. He gotta be fodder. I'm sorry.
He could get stronger. Characters in One Piece always be getting stronger, bro. They always do.
Bro, I'm just you struggled with Usopp and Nami, and then lost to a Sanji with no hockey.
But back to the chapter. Looks like the Sling ain't. No, he's fucking from Big Mom shit. I thought the Devil Fruit shit until they said it was one of Big Mom's homies.
Yeah.
But Sanji dissing Zoro was hilarious. Sanji dissing Zoro was hilarious. You see broccoli soaring? Of course, Zoro broccoli for like the next two videos. Broccoli cut that monster in half. Broccoli cut the monster in half, and then Broccoli and Sanji, you know, they brought the food to Luffy and stuff, you know. Obviously, that's why he got his new name, Broccoli.
Fuck you. His name will not be. Put some respect on Zoro's name.
I'm calling Broccoli for like the next 3 videos, okay? It's gonna be a non-stop thing now. Until after this break week, until the next one. That's how long I'm gonna be calling Broccoli, okay?
And why this nigga Luffy trying to kill Loki?
Nah, this shit been funny, bro. 'Cause that shit was that entire sequence of him trying to give him food and soup and shit. That shit was funny as fuck.
Hey yo, no Diddy. That nigga sticking a whole piece of meat in his mouth, like that's crazy. Like that's crazy.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. And Loki becoming a Straw Hat might be back on, bro. Luffy sharing food with Loki? He's sharing food with Loki? Be so serious, bro. Be so serious. He's sharing Bucky D. Luffy is sharing food?
I mean, he shared food before.
No.
He shared food with Otama. He shared food with Momo.
Momo, both of them damn near Straw Hats. Like, they pretty much his alliance. I ain't gonna hold you. They're friends of his. Like,
I mean, you can't say that because that makes everybody a part of their life.
I was gonna say because Momo fucking literally traveled with him. And Tama gave him food in the first place. Honestly, part of the motivational boost for Luffy was Tama because he seen how she was living.
But he shared food with people before, like, dude, it's not like it's his first time.
Hey man, it's a rare thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's meat too, of all things. You feel me? It's his favorite. What he say to Jinbei, bro? What he say to Jinbei and Fishman about being a hero?
Oh, he said heroes don't share. Okay, I see what you're saying.
I got that shit for the idea.
Heroes don't share that. That's crazy.
I seen the Fishman. I seen someone else bring up the Fishman Island shit, but yeah. Either way, Loki. Straw Hat agenda back on? I don't know.
But damn, Luffy, he gonna die from choking on the food before you revive him.
He poured burning soup on him, bro. Luffy got no common sense, bro. He has zero common sense.
The nigga gonna choke on the food before you fucking heal him.
Whew.
Like, not everybody's body is made out of rubber and can just stuff food in their mouth.
Whew. I think honestly, yeah, no, he's the only one. I was about to try to bullshit.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's the only, well, Katakuri.
Well, he doesn't really show, he just does a little donut, shows a whole donut hood. But
yeah, but he could fit, no, pause, but he could fit multiple in his mouth.
Bro, no one's fucking thinking like that, you dirty bitch. I promise you. I promise you no one's thinking like that. And if
I promise you, if I didn't say pause, the comment section would have been like, oh, whoa, Diddy.
They probably say pause, bro, but that's comments, bro. Interactions, bro, for your video. It'll boost it.
Exactly.
So you should let it happen. You should let it happen. Let the engagement boost your video.
Pause.
Let the engagement.
I mean, they're going to say it anyways. It ain't really going to make a difference.
They said, when's the last time you got a comment on your video? I haven't got a comment. I'm just saying.
Eventually, it's going to get there. I got comments on my videos.
I haven't got one in a while either, but I'm just saying. Let them comment. Let it happen. Let it come.
They're going to comment either way it goes, though.
Nah.
Like, if anybody who actually watches the video all the way through, somebody going to be like, oh, somebody going to laugh at it. Even if they don't comment, somebody's going to laugh at it.
Let the comment happen, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Let the comments happen.
I guess.
No one, but I promise you, no one's thinking like that, bro. You just dirty.
I'm not the only one that. You know, I'm not the only one in the world that thinks like that, right?
I don't know, man.
It's a whole.
Maybe in your times, because we know you're old.
I promise you.
Maybe in your times.
Anybody that's watching this video, tell this man Nate, if I had said that to y'all in person, y'all would have been like, yo, bro, say pause.
They would have.
I need y'all to comment down that. I need y'all to comment that down into
the only one that was warranted. The only one that was warranted was the first one. That's the only pause that was warranted. The meat in the mouth one. That one definitely needed a pause. That one definitely needed it.
Well, you telling me saying he could fit all of them in his mouth?
No one's thinking like that. No one's thinking like that.
That's not a. That's
I'm not thinking like that. I'm not thinking. No, I wouldn't have.
So I could. So. Nick, hold on. Way on topic. But if I had told you, oh, this dude could fit such and such all in his mouth with no context.
There's context, Deshaun. There's context. There's context, bro.
There wasn't context.
There is context. If I clip it, it's out of context. I should. As a matter of fact, I might do that. I might do that, bro. I'm gonna cut out the no Diddy shit. It's just gonna be no context.
Yo, you an asshole for that. Yo, but anyways, back to the topic. Back to the chat. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Jinbei gotta be one of the most clutch characters ever.
Finally, he ain't do shit since in Egghead, so I'm happy to see that he did something here, bro. He ain't do shit in Egghead. At Egghead, he was gone like that. This is Jinbei Egghead.
Nah, anything that they do that gotta do with the sea, Jinbei always comes in clutch with it.
Anything that needs water.
Yeah, he always comes in clutch. At Impel Down, when they couldn't get to the warships, Jinbei came in clutch for that. That same shoulder throw too.
Yeah, shit was elite. Hey, but to the real topic at here, Gongo pulled up, and you know who's there? Jinbei, Usopp, Nami, and Brook. One of y'all better do something. I need one of y'all to do. I look at you, Usopp, but then I realize Jinbei there. You feel me? I'm looking at Usopp. I'm like, Usopp. That was my first thought. I seen Usopp. But I really want Brook to do something because he needed one-on-one, right? But I don't think Brook gonna do nothing. And I was like, Usopp, this could be your time to shine. And then I was scared and I was like, wait, is Jinbei there? Fuck, he's there. Jinbei. If anyone's gonna fight her, it's gonna be Jinbei.
If anything, ooh, that would be a good fight.
They could jump her though, like Jinbei, Nami, they all could jump her ass. But
nah, we ain't doing that. This ain't JJK, boy. We don't jump Kaizen over here.
We jump Kaizen. We jump Kaizen all the time. Why are we lying? We jump Kaizen all the fucking time. We jump Kaizen all the time. We jump Kaizen like every fucking arc. Hold on. We've been jump
Kaizen all the time. Most of the fights be one-on-one.
Luffy and Law versus Doflamingo. Jump Kaizen versus Kaido. That shit was Jump Kaizen times 10. That shit was the definition of Jump Kaizen.
Okay, technically, Luffy did get a one-on-one though.
But it was still Jump Kaizen. It was still Jump Kaizen though. Just because they didn't win through.
Big Mom backing him up too. Let's not act like she wasn't there.
Okay, 2v like 10, bro. Still Jump Kaizen. It's still Jump Kaizen. It's still Jump Kaizen.
What 10? It's not 10.
I'm over exaggerating it. The Scabbards.
Bruh.
The Scabbards. Whatever the fuck they're called.
The Scabbards, they had to jump Kaido. And even when they did, they didn't do no damage.
Like I say, they jumped him and they did do damage.
Okay, they barely did damage.
They did do damage, and then he got jumped again after that. Kind of ran a gauntlet.
He told them to their face, y'all don't have it.
And technically,
like that.
Luffy was Jump Kaizen in Egghead, and Robin, Brook, no, not Robin, Brook, Nami, Chopper, and Usopp tried to jump Saturn to help save Robin. So that's a little bit of a Jump Kaizen right there. They ain't really do much.
Did it work?
No, but still jump Kaiser. It's still jump Kaiser.
No.
It's
Did
still
Luffy
jump
not
Kaiser.
pull a reverse jumping? Did Luffy not pull a reverse jumping?
They jump Kaiser Luffy. And jump Kaiser still happened. Jump Kaiser still happened. It just was reversed.
Did it not get reversed?
No matter. It was still jump Kaiser. It was still jump Kaiser at the end of the day.
It's only counted as jump Kaiser if it actually works. You can't call it jumping if it don't work.
You can.
That's like saying that's like somebody jumping you. A person like 5 niggas try to jump you, but you beat their ass.
I still got jumped. I still got jumped. I just beat. They jumped me, but I still won. That just it looks better on me, but I still got jumped at the end of the day.
I don't count that as a jumping.
I count that shit as a jump. That's getting jumped.
I can't count that. The only way I can count it as a jumping if it works. I can't say you jumped me if it didn't work.
I think they're gonna jump Kaiser. Unless you think Jinbei is matching Yonko. Unless you think he's matching Yonko, I think they jump.
Yeah, but is Chopper and Nami really gonna make much of a difference?
The Straw Hats, first of all, don't disrespect my girl Nami like that, right? Right. She got Zeus, alright? Zeus fried a Seraphim. Now the Seraphim recovered and healed from it, but Zeus fried a Seraphim.
I don't know. Maybe they might support.
And granted, he's probably not gonna go my support here, but Chopper fucking made Queen bleed, cough out blood. So, although people try to erase that shit, but act like it ain't happened, but he coughed out blood.
We gotta see what Gunko can actually do to a person that's not chained up.
My thing is, it really depends if you think Jinbei's gonna like actually fuck with her or not. Cause if Jinbei could actually fuck with her, either we gotta put Jinbei in different combos or Gunko not as strong as like you thought she was. Like you thought the Holy Knights were. It's one or the other. Either Jinbei just like that.
Hold on. First of all, I think, let's get it correct. I don't think the Holy Knights are built like that. I think Shamrock is the one I'm hyping.
You were hyping up the Holy Knights until like their powers were revealed. Really, once their powers were revealed, you were hyping up Gunko herself too.
I said their powers are going to be tough to get around. That's what.
No, you were hyping them up until the shit was revealed. You were hyping up. I could probably go find clips, bro. Don't make me go find clips, bro. Because you were talking highly on the Gorosei. You were hyping them boys up. Or not the Gorosei, the Holy Knights. You were hyping them up.
Garling, Shamrock. I said because Garling went to Gorosei level.
You were.
That's why I was hyping them up.
You were hyping up the Holy Knights like crazy, bro. For like multiple videos. It wasn't just a one video thing, bro.
Look, you gotta think. Garland was the only Holy Knight. Was a Holy Knight when he fought in God Valley.
But yeah, bro, you were hyping up the Holy Knights, bro. That's my point.
They have to be somewhere comparable to that. Whether it's weaker or stronger, they gotta be within that range.
So Jinbei level not in that range, bro. And if he fought anyone tough, Jinbei level not. Jinbei strong, but he's you feel me?
Right.
Ignore the bounties. You feel me? Actual strength wise, he's ignore the bounties. But
I feel like also Jinbei is gonna try to take this fight somewhere else where no one's gonna get hurt. Because you forget Colin is on this shit too.
I guess we'll see. I don't know. But it could be like a shit. Jinbei and Nami actually might work very well together because the water, a lot of series of water, to get them soaking wet, and then a lightning attack, you usually do more damage.
Right, but you know what else Gunko could use them arrows? Because I'm pretty sure, I think I know what her arrows can do. I don't know how much you remember Demon Slayer.
What? Make it, change the direction of the attacks? Is that what you about to say?
Yeah.
Also,
I'm thinking something like that.
I remember Arrow do fight. I ain't remember the ability. I just remember the Arrow shit though. Wasn't it with like a dodge bar or some shit? If I remember that correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if Goku's ability is like that, but like 10 times more?
I guess we'll see.
That's gonna be a problem to deal with. Because if she could just reverse anything right back at them,
But a solo dub for
how you hit something like that?
a solo dub for I think they definitely dub for that. I ain't gonna hold you. Cause they're gonna try to off guard her with the attack.
Yeah. It probably gotta be like she gotta be like it gotta be visible to her or something in order for her to redirect the attack.
But yeah, if Jinbei does a 1-on-1, bro, I'll be hyped. Cause I've been waiting for Jinbei to do something forever, bro. I guess he beat Who's Who, but other than that, and that fight was kind of mediocre. But yeah,
Yo, like
Jinbei did something this chapter. Jinbei did do something this chapter, but I still want to see a cool fight from it.
Imagine if Jinbei like threw like a tidal wave at her, and like she made a hurricane out of that bitch. Like used her arrows to spin the shit around.
You mean like a
Bro?
Fuck, what's that shit called? A whirlpool.
Yeah.
That could be yes.
Bruh, with her arrow abilities, it's kind of endless on what she can do with them.
Yo, what if Jinbei made like a tsunami or some shit one day? You know how gas that shit would be? He will never do that, but that would be gas.
That would be gas. And then she gonna reverse that motherfucker like that. Send it right back at his ass.
But either way though, you were hyping up the Holy Knights, and you were hyping up Gakko too. You definitely thought Gakko was gonna be tough. I think Gakko gonna be tough, but
I still feel like she gonna be tough. Now is she Emperor level? Absolutely not.
But I don't think any of the fucking Holy Knights are there. But I don't even think Shamrock is.
I got a feeling Shamrock and Garling is up there. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say it. Shamrock and Garling is up there. They are up there.
We almost forgot to talk about, but Loki looking up the rocks. Speaking of God Valley and shit.
Oh yeah, bro.
So Loki catches no dubs, bro.
Rocks?
Loki catches no dubs.
So basically, Loki is Luffy to Rock, and Shanks. Yeah,
I know what
Loki
you're
is
trying to
Luffy,
say.
Shanks is
Yeah, I know what
Rocks is Shanks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I said, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
But that's type fire. That is type fire. How they also, matter of fact, now that I think about it, that could lead to Loki joining the crew. Or, hey, hear me out.
No, I don't want to hear you out. You say some bullshit. I sense it. I sense some bullshit. I don't like it.
Loki joins Blackbeard.
A little less bullshit, but I doubt it. Especially with Luffy here.
But I can see it.
That sound like a betrayal waiting to happen. I ain't gonna hold you. That sound like a betrayal waiting to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so you know where I'm going with it.
No, but it just sound like a betrayal to me. It just sound like a betrayal to me.
Okay, let's just say Loki joined the crew, right? After all this Elbaf bullshit, Loki joins the crew. Now, like they just showed, Loki looked up to rocks, right?
Yeah.
Blackbeard is literally, at least me, I think so. I believe Blackbeard is a representation of what Rocks was.
That could be the case. We just gotta see. We haven't seen enough for Rock. You feel me? But definitely possible. Everyone says that.
That's just my little theory. That's just my little.
I've seen so many people say that shit. I gotta see more Rocks. But
yeah, like you said, we do gotta see more Rocks to officially confirm that. But I feel like him naming his ship the Sabres Quebec,
yeah,
like that. that's a little, that don't seem fishy. That seem a little funny.
Oh, and we already we also see like how because the reason why the Rocks Pirates failed was because they didn't get along and shit. We already see that with like Whitebeard and Roxy.
Yeah.
Cause Whitebeard was like, you ain't gotta do that, little bro. You don't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do all that. You don't need a sword to beat a kid, bro. Calm your little ass down.
He said, "Fuck that." He said, "Fuck that. The world ain't nice out here."
I respect him for that shit. Though. I respect him.
I really want to know what type of person Rox was. Like, was he as evil as they making it seem, or was there like some type of cover up happening? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cover up's entirely possible because it's a world government, but
right. And what if it was like something rock? Like, okay, I don't know if you seen you probably haven't seen this. It's a One Piece movie called Film Z.
I haven't seen any One Piece movie.
It's not filler, but it's this dude Zay. He used to be a Marine, but pirates killed his family. Da 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 da. So he ended up joining. He didn't end up being he quit the Marine,
Yeah.
but he didn't become a pirate. He became this neo-Marine, and he was going to destroy these things called the 3 endpoints. And these 3 endpoints basically are like the cores of the world. If they are destroyed, the entire world burns, and it's going to be like a wall of fire around the world.
Yeah.
But anyways, my bad. I just thought about something.
I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of zoned out. I would say, yeah, I don't even know what you say.
Oh my god. So basically, my point is, what if Rox had the same type of thing? Not exactly the same thing, but something that the government did that made him go crazy and was like, fuck it, I'm gonna burn the whole world down.
And Wolf, that's why Blackbeard wanted to be he wants to join the government so he could get access to whatever that is.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And I feel like with Loki seeing that, and because Luffy, if Loki end up joining the crew, Loki and Blackbeard are gonna end up meeting.
Yeah.
And if that happens, and Blackbeard and Loki meet, I got a feeling Loki gonna be like, damn, he remind me a lot of Zebek.
Oh, see, that's where the difference between the betrayal was. I would say he betrayed Blackbeard. You're saying he'll betray Luffy. That's where the difference lied. That's where the difference lied. That's where the difference lied.
I'm just saying, bruh. Think about it. The person, Blackbeard is literally, well, if it's true, if it's confirmed, if it's true that Blackbeard is a representation of Rox, he's literally made to be Loki's idol.
I don't think Loki. I think if Loki joins them, I feel like he gonna be. I don't know, but I feel like it's bad for me to assume that for everyone who joins the crew. But shit,
I'm just saying, bro. With the possibility of that, Loki looking up to Rox, and like I said, if Loki joins the crew, they're gonna meet Blackbeard, and Blackbeard and Loki gonna be like, damn, he remind me a lot of Rox. And then Blackbeard gonna try to sweet talk his way for Loki to join the crew, probably a way for him to steal Loki's devil fruit.
Whatever that is.
Exactly.
But you want me to wrap the video up?
Yeah.
Alright,
let's give it a rating.
Yeah. I give it an 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 8.5. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay. Alright, y'all, that's gonna be the end of this one. I post 4 times a week. He posts at least 3 times a week. I post anime manga content. He posts anime manga content reactions to like YouTube videos, anime manga sometimes. He does reviews himself. He gonna get y'all next review next week. We outbreak week. We expect it next week. Yeah. Matter of fact, if he doesn't get the next video up next week, unsubscribe to him on all platforms. All 191 of y'all hit that unsubscribe button if you don't get that next video up next week. But yeah, consider subscribing to both our channels. Like the video if y'all liked it. We just kind of bullshit a lot of this video. And peace out.
I'll catch y'all later. Stress the best out.